We're leaving Winslow, Arizona and heading to the Jackrabbit Trading Post in Joseph City.
Alright guys, we're in Joseph City, Arizona, and here it is. You'll see a few billboards down the road. And this is a major roadside attraction because of that baby right there. And let me give you a closer look. Alright guys, welcome to the Jackrabbit Trading Post here in Joseph City, Arizona. He's pretty tall. Or she. He, she. Yeah. Climb up there and take some pictures. Photo op, you guys. Here's some information about this baby. And it's the Jackrabbit Trading Post in Joseph City, Arizona. Opened in 1949. Tourists were drawn to stop and see what Here It Is was all about. Yeah, you'll see those billboards coming in. Their marketing campaign placed mileage signs along the highway, counting down to the distance to the oversized Jackrabbit. Yeah, opened in 1949. And that was by James Taylor and his wife, and they leased out the property numerous times over the years. It is Memorial Weekend for all our fallen servicemen and their sacrifices. So they kind of decorated this up in honor of all of them. That's pretty cool. Cindy and Antonio, or Tony, are the actual people that took over in 1995, and it's been in the family for years, down to brother-in-law, daughter-in-law, you know, sons, you name it. It's pretty cool. We'll just walk around and see all the art. The Hopi Indians are out here a lot. The Navajos, they used this motif, I mean the rabbit stuff, in the movie Cars in 2006. Now let's take a look inside. These stones, pretty neat. Dream catchers. You want a t-shirt, they got them. How neat. Ah, pottery. Navajo dolls. See? Ah, isn't that beautiful? Ceramics. Neat. Look, it must have been an old rabbit they used to use. Looks more like a cow, huh? And here's their book, sign-in book. Here, I'm gonna sign in. Yeah, so I signed in. I brought my passport book, and I'll see if they'll stamp it for me, because this is a major stop. Everybody's got to see what this is. Ponchos, cups. Ooh, some nice hats. Some bros, hats. The moccasins. My grandmother worked at the airport in the Kachina room. She used to bring us moccasins for Christmas. And I've had numerous styles of these Minnetonka moccasins. Well guys, I just talked to Tony inside, man. He is an awesome guy. And they've been in, this has been run by their family for over 60 years. But he told me he's got the furthest sign ever noted. And it is in Australia. He's got them all over the world now. Isn't that hilarious? He's got them in China, Australia, he said Paris, everywhere. He's got them all over the world. That's so cool. What a way to advertise. And then people come here and they got to see what's going on. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. We're heading down the road.
Okay guys, we are at Ella's Indian Trading Post on Main Street in Joseph City, Arizona. It is long since abandoned, but Janet has plenty of information on for you guys.
The way it became Ella's, there's a long story behind this. Okay, it is actually made out of telephone poles, and it was built by a former circus clown, apparently, but it was rumored to be one of the Hubble trading posts at one time. But Ray Meany and Ella Blackwell bought it in 1927. Okay, then they called it the Frontier Trading Post. Okay, then they got a divorce. Ella got it in a divorce settlement, and she named it Ella's Frontier. Ta-da! But what's really funny, she was a pianist. She loved to play the piano for the guests. Okay, well, she even played for guests that didn't appear. She played for animals and for people that weren't even there. She was eccentric. So that's how it became Ella's. Put a horse on top of a teepee over here. That's so weird. So weird.
It's a little cowboy up here on top too.
Ooh, cool, huh?
All right.
Now, Joseph City is the oldest Mormon settlement in Arizona from 1876. So this is where they settled first, I guess. Looks like just like a kid's paper mache. So funny. Now, Ella used to say and boast that she was the first trading post, but it can't be because it was built out of telephone poles, and they didn't have telephones way back when, but she stuck to it till her death.
Route 66 is just scattered with old trading posts like this that have long since passed their time of use. But it's a different time back then. I remember when I was a kid traveling Route 66, stopping at a trading post was like a rite of passage. You know, when cowboys and Indians on TV and in movies are not nearly as popular as they were back in the day, but if you grew up during my generation, cowboys and Indians were awesome. You know, that was one of the big thrills of traveling Route 66, is being able to go out and possibly see where the Indians live. And I remember being very nervous when we get out to the desert. You know, we see the signs that would say next water or next gas 150 miles. I remember my father getting the ice chest ready and getting dry ice because it would last longer, because we were going to have to go through the desert and we never knew if we were going to make it or not. And some of these trading posts after they went out of business, became other businesses. They just morphed into other things, and this one appears to have become a feed store at some time. So as the tourists went away and weren't coming around so much anymore, they had to make a living doing something else. Out here in the Southwest on Route 66, you see a lot of this right here. This building, what's left of it, used to be some type of a business. I couldn't tell you what it is now. It's so far gone. But you see a lot of what used to be here. You know, this we're just outside of Joseph City, Arizona, and like right over here there's a swing set, and this one over here we don't know what it is, but this one over here was definitely a campground. Looks like it was the Red Arrow Camps. It says approved member. What they're approved of what? It doesn't say, but it's a nice sign, and you can see the remnants of the entire campground here. It's kind of sad actually, because where we're staying right now in Winslow is full. Doesn't make sense that this place would have gone out of business, but when it got bypassed by I-40, a lot of the businesses on Route 66 just dwindled and died because people could get from one place to another faster. They didn't have to spend the night. But right over here, out here you can see all of these little poles sticking up. Those were all power lines for, or power poles for trailers. There's a building off here in the distance. It used to be a red building. It says camping on it. I don't know what it was for. It looks like it actually looks like it could have been a children's play area or something. I don't see where there was a swimming pool here. Over here there is a concrete foundation. That must have been where the office was. But right here, look how close. That's I-40 right there. You see the cars going by? And a campground right here next to it, and it couldn't survive because there was no exit from I-40 to this campground. You go back about a half a mile, there is an exit, but people just didn't get off the highway anymore. They just stayed on it because you could move so fast. It's really sad. It's a tradition of our American heritage has just disappeared. We found this property here right on Main Street in Joseph City. The address is 4476 West Main. It used to be a gift shop. And they've got some of the advertisements still here on the building. They've got, of course, their Coca-Cola advertisement up on top. But right underneath this patio right here, I hope you guys can see this. It's kind of shadowed. There's a mural depicting Route 66. It looks like from Hoover Dam to Holbrook. And it's got Betty Boop on there and standing on the corner and all kinds of neat stuff. But this place, neat property, but it's been not, I wouldn't say abandoned, because it's been fenced up and taken care of, so somebody still owns it and takes care of it, but it is no longer a gift shop. It was places like this where kids could get out of the car, stretch their legs, do a little running around, and the owners of these stores either had to love kids or hate kids, because kids would come in and create a nuisance every hour of the day. But they put up with it. This was their job, their way of making a living, and their way of keeping people happy traveling down the road. And it worked for a long time.
This is Esther's Diner. Just, I had to come and see the pig, okay? This pig is... Look at that pig, man. He's ugly. But Esther and Bill Patterson moved here in 1995. They said, this community needs something. They like to help the community with different events and stuff like that. They built this, and Esther actually did go to culinary school, and it's family owned, and they are supposed to have some awesome food. But as you can see, they're closed today for the holiday. And you can see they got the jackrabbit there. And we were just there, just down the road. But hey, this looks like a nice place. It really does. But family owned, helping the community. They help do events, charity events, and looks like they're doing all right.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fit your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on the air.